Boots, what advice would you give to a young person becoming involved in activism for the first time?
I'd say that you know, to keep that spirit of learning and openness in all the work that you do, because often we get a little bit, and I did this as a young person, so maybe there's no way around it, but you get a little bit of information and you feel like you know exactly how the world works, and then you go through this period of cutting off any new angles on how things should be done and things like that, and you're open, you're more, a lot of young folks are end up becoming very dogmatic because these are these new principles and we're looking for the rules, and here's a whole new set of rules for us. So we speak to people in ways that don't invite them in. And I'm generalizing, but if this applies to the person listening, then the advice would be to just relax and hear what everybody is saying. Other than that, you know, I could talk on and on about what my advice would be to anyone, and I don't know if it would apply more to young people than to older folks. I think that, you know, I'd rather give some advice to the older generation who's trying to pass the baton and say that it's time for the younger generation to do things, because it's not. It's time for the older generation to keep doing shit. And there's no passing the baton in this life.
Boots, in what ways have you seen your country change in the last 18 months? And where do you see it going in the next 18 months?
Well, I think in the past 18 months, we've seen a lot of, like we said, organizing in places like fast food and service industry sectors that weren't organizing before, and people trying to keep what was a big tidal wave of a new radical movement going. And so I think that in the next 18 months, people will figure out how to get that really going back again. I don't know. That's what I hope for, but I don't know what I foresee. I think organizers will keep organizing, and at some point, a new qualitative leap will happen. I don't know if that'll be 18 months from now or not.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
Thank you so much for answering these questions for us today. I really appreciate it, Boots. It's awesome to meet you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.